about
Oh,
this.
sorry, go ahead. Yeah,
No,
I guess what I'm trying to say is,
can I finish what I'm saying?
yeah, I'll
hold
drop.
on.
There we
So
go.
some
So
dude, hold on one second, DJ. So some dude, you're welcome back. Have a great day, okay?
You too.
All right, bye. Okay, go ahead, DJ.
no, so what I'm saying is that I feared for her life, because of the decision she made. But I also, on the other hand of that, I didn't want, I don't agree with the lifestyle or anything like that. But the alternative is, does she commit suicide? Or what type of things? You hear all these different things, and so when it's like, no, they're not passing, judgment. She went to my mom and was like, "Can you use pronouns?" My mom said, "Absolutely not. You've been for 24 years. You've been a girl." So I'm not going to do that because, and I get that, but the same sense is that it's just like saying white people are looking at Black History Month. Why do you need a month? They are trying to fit into a world that they
No,
don't fit.
right. Let's
Also,
just
real
stay
quick,
on the
you said your
transgender
daughter's
thing, though.
24. You said she's 24.
She's 24,
We
and
absolutely. Let me speak for myself.
uh-huh.
We said up to 18. Anything over 18, they make their own decision. I'm not passing judgment on anybody that have the right to make their own decision on whatever they want to do.
I don't think
So I
anybody.
understand you're frustrated at other things you see, but that's not the angle I'm coming from.
Okay, that's
Right,
fair.
yeah, and she already committed suicide when she killed the side of her in her
Right.
natural state and who she is. The thing is, I get it that we may have some type of confusion going on, but I'm a firm believer that confusion does not come from us; it comes from without, meaning outside of us, and what we allow into our houses, into our minds, and around
Yes.
ourselves and our
Well, I
children.
can say I
So,
did not have gay friends in my house. I,
But
it
did
was something that
she?
caught
I'm
me
just saying your
completely
daughter's
off
grown.
guard. Right. Well, she wasn't grown when she came to me and made the decision. She made the decision to actually
Who was
start the
she hanging out with
procedure
then?
after she was grown. She was in
Who
bandit
was she hanging
school.
out with then?
She was in bandit school. I was a single mom. I had her in band and all kind of stuff. It wasn't. She didn't have really many friends, and so I try to
Did she
go
go to
back and think
college?
of.
Hold on,
She is
Big
in
J.
college.
Let her finish.
She's in college now, and that's where. And now she's on campus. They have like an LGBTQ whatever type housing.
A lot of
I did
indoctrination.
not
Exactly.
make. I did not make her. I
Wait,
mean, I did not allow her to stay there. If I'm footing the cost, that's not where you're going to go because I think that you're going to be singled out even more if you're in that.
Do
But
y'all
D.
think
Shay,
that
the
I
we're
problem,
think
the
grown people?
problem, the problem that I have with what you said, Deshay, you casted judgment on us for
And I
understanding
retracted
that
that.
there. Oh, okay. Because your daughter
You
should
can
not,
judge me. It's
or
okay.
your
I feel
son
that
or
way.
your daughter or whatever the
She look. She
pronoun.
is still. Look, let's be
See,
clear.
that's
She
that,
is
y'all don't
still
even
my daughter.
understand.
Okay, okay.
Y'all
So your
are
daughter,
just
you when people say things like other people's opinion is driving people to suicide, I think that that's where we have a problem because that's where you hear the rhetoric of hate speech and speech is violence, and what we're doing is just pointing out the fact. The fact
Miss
of the
Monique.
matter is that
Right.
your
I'm not
That
daughter
saying
has happened
opinion.
though.
I'm
Miss
your
speaking
Monique,
of
daughter
that
will
hate.
has happened.
never your daughter will
That has
never
happened.
ever be your son, and the
It.
fact that you have people like ourselves on this panel who is pointing out that absolute fact, and
But that you guys
you
are
have
pointing out
people.
facts, but people also point out facts in a very hateful way.
Okay,
That's
so
like
Yeah.
I can
I
like
Do
get
that.
that.
So it's
However,
tongue going
that
too.
that that
Hold on.
you
What's the
people
hateful way that we
people
pointed out
thinking,
facts? We
yeah,
just
people
Listen,
thinking
answer.
that pointing out facts is hateful
Just
and it's
be
going to
really honest
drive people
sometimes.
to suicide.
it
I
does.
think that's where
It
you have a
does.
No.
problem
So
because
hold
people
on one
get
second.
bullied all the time, okay, for skin tones, for their weight size, for
from
every
and
little
adoptees.
there's some of
thing.
those people
And
unlike
And if you're
you
a
themselves.
black
you
person in the
and,
all white
and
community
listen,
Some
and,
of
and
those
all
you
people
you
hear
hear
unlike
is
because
Hold
nigger,
on.
themselves.
I
bitch,
think
and
that
this
Everybody,
is
and
hold
a
that,
on. Hold on.
weakness. I just
you're gonna feel a
Hold on.
certain
I
type of
think
way as
that is
well.
a
Hold
weakness.
on. Let me go to Just Be. What are you saying over here now?
So what she's saying is
I know what
basically
she's saying,
the
but
only
what are
thing
you
that she's saying
saying?
they have some of those people have unalived themselves. Yes. And y'all are, I'm gonna be honest with you, y'all are judging. Let's be real with it. Y'all are.
Absolutely.
It's
I'm
Yeah,
righteous
okay
that's what I'm
with
saying.
it.
judgment.
Y'all are judging. Let's be real
It's
with it. Y'all are
righteous
judging.
Yes, it
judgment.
is. It is. It's
Y'all are
judgment.
judging.
It's
Okay.
righteous.
So
Judging
I
the
mean,
okay.
parents.
you
It's
can't say
also
righteous because
also
he
judging what we
said
push.
plenty of times you can't
But
judge. It's not your place to
Justin,
judge.
Justin,
It
it's not
is.
so much
It
judging
is.
the person; it's
I can
judging
always judge.
with our behavior. But like for Deshae, you said that is still your daughter, right?
Right, because the
Now
thing
you
about
got
it is, if you ever
no,
saw
but
her, you
listen,
would
real
never
quick.
know.
I got
She's
you.
not
I got you.
okay. Mm-hmm.
Deshae, I got you. But you gotta understand when you came in hot, you came in like some people on this panel, not even on this panel. You go into other rooms and you say, I don't care what she's trying to transition, she's still my daughter. You're gonna have people
But
taking
religion
offense
ain't
of
got
that.
nothing to do with it, bro.
So that's what I'm saying. So the judgment, ain't nobody judging. We just going off of how we are feeling. We got feelings too.
I get that,
Y'all,
but when I
really
heard
just
you
say
guys
y'all
talking
judging. What do
about
you
the
mean?
bathroom, gender bathrooms and stuff like that, and I'm thinking, you know how priests are raping little boys, and you're worried about
It's illegal,
That
isn't it?
priest is gay.
It's illegal.
Yeah, that's gay.
And
It's
that's
illegal.
wrong. We
oh
judge
my
It's
And that's
them.
god.
illegal.
We judge
and
those
that,
So
preachers.
no, so right.
and I'm
So
gonna tell
I
I'm
that's
just
something
saying
they
you
just
would not know who is in that bathroom. It could be with your child. It's a responsibility of us as an adult not to send your child in the bathrooms by themselves.
Yeah, but
And
I
and
didn't know
now
about
and I have
that
a
one.
question. Why are we not up in arms about the transgendering men?
What do you
What?
mean up in arms?
because you
The
know what?
women
You know what? Hold
who
on,
are
hold
men
on.
who are
I
being
can
turned
answer
into
that,
men.
Justin.
Hold
Justin, I'm
on,
gonna
just
tell you. I can answer that.
hold on,
I can
Tyler.
answer
Let him
that.
finish. Let him finish. No.
And I know he's
Go ahead.
saying
No,
that.
no,
Oh, go
I
ahead,
was done.
finish.
Go
My bad.
ahead. No, I was finished. Go ahead.
Because like I said before, because the main thing it has to do with bathrooms and sports. Title IX got to deal with sports. There is no trans men, boys, men penetrating men's sports. It's
But I'm talking
happening
about the
one-sided.
bathroom.
The
We're talking
bathroom
about everything.
hey, look, I'm a man. I ain't paying
Listen,
attention to no dudes or whatever coming into the
my
bathroom.
cousin, they never go to no. I ain't never seen this girl, and she's she transcended, transgender. I don't know what she is, but I never seen her, and she looks like a boy, man. But I've never
But the
seen
thing
her
is,
going
men,
into the
Do y'all,
women's
do y'all see the energy though? Do
men,
y'all see how the
no,
energy
listen.
just changed?
You're not listening.
They
Men are
don't.
not in a
Women do
vulnerable
not.
position like women, bro.
Right, and let me
We're
just
not in
say
the same
this.
vulnerable
Let
position.
me tell you something. Men, let me just say this with all due respect to me being a woman and men being men. Men at this time are submitting themselves to other men. Men at this time cannot rise to the occasion of being men, so they think that they can just go to quote unquote the weaker vessel. This shit is not cute, it's not okay, and then you're treading on my rights and my being, my existence as a woman. You cannot be me, you can never be me, and this is one woman that will never call you by my name, right? However, also these women that want to be boys or men, they do not project themselves, insert themselves, or assert themselves like you men do, because really what y'all got going on, women don't really have those things going on. Yes, it's all a mental illness, but y'all got something else in addition to y'all mental illness going on. Vagina envy, wound envy, but y'all also have problems with women. That is why a lot of these transgender women love to talk about how they take in real women men, how they look better than them, and all of this and all of that. You don't see transgender men on here saying, I'm a man, prove me wrong. I'm this, I can do this better than a man, prove me wrong, and all of this. These women, even though they're transgender men, are not like that. Men at this time got a whole lot of shit going on with them, and they are projecting it on women. So the same cry that the feminists have, how men are being overbearing and all of this, these are heterosexual men. It's the same damn cry that women have now for these transgender men. I mean women, but they won't say it because they think that they have to embrace all women, including men that's cosplaying and dressing up as women because of what they probably seen in someone's bedroom or on their damn phone screen at night. That's all I'm gonna say, and I land my plane.
Can I speak? Because I got
Mm-hmm.
muted. Someone muted me in the comments, host, when I
Oh,
was
my bad,
typing.
Anonymous. Yeah, go ahead, Anonymous. How you
Okay.
doing? Welcome back,
How are
love.
you? Thank you very much. What I wanted to say is, when it comes to the LGBTQ, it's integration, not assimilation. We are not to be assimilated into someone else's beliefs, because that's the same thing when someone wants to punish you because you're a Christian or you're Muslim. It's the same issue. Supremacy. That's straight supremacy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
we
but
have
she
to be
retracted that. Richard, she
okay. No,
retracted
Are we
that. We
still
respect
talking
that.
about
Yeah.
that?
but it was still said, sir.
It
was
was,
still
and it
said,
was
Charles.
retracted.
But
Okay,
it's okay for
But
you
they
to
if
did
feel
someone,
say they
that
if
were
way.
some
But
judging.
words,
here's the
We
words
did
thing,
agree
carry
that they were
on.
judging.
That's the
but
thing in
anonymous,
relationships. You
but
can't tell
anonymous,
somebody
it is
When
something.
I hear
enough.
people judging or what have you, I can come
We
You
in and
were
can't
say
tell
judging.
whatever.
We
But
a
already
woman
agreed
or
they
a
were
I
So,
man
judging.
something.
retracted
so
because it wasn't everyone on the
wait,
panel.
but
But
she don't have to. But here's the thing, anonymous, she don't have to. Number one, at the end of the day, that's still her child, whether the child is grown or not. And any mother or any father defending their child, I don't care if it's virtual or in person, regardless of their child's behavior, what's happening, I'm fine with that. And she stood on business for her child, and I was judging, so she was right and justified in what she said. That's why I said I was. So I don't see anything wrong with that. But when you came in here hot, Miss Deshay,
Right.
you got the response that you did. So it's all good. I promise you it's good. So I would want you to continue to fend for your child in prayer just as well, interceding on her behalf. And I don't know your child, but I pray a prayer every night for our children in regards to this, regardless of if they're over the age of 18 or not. I have a
Thank you.
special prayer for us, and I'll make sure I keep your daughter in mind as well. But
Thank you. I
anonymous,
appreciate
And I
I
that.
would like
get
to
what
say
you're
this.
saying as well. I do.
I do want to say I don't agree that they shouldn't. I think they shouldn't be in the bathroom. I want to let it be known, but I just don't see the same. I just see so much hate and so much not understanding. Like I get you're saying that the respect way, right?
It
There
ain't
should be
hate.
a certain respect. There should
It
be a
ain't
certain
hate.
respect.
Like what Anonymous just said, it's not hate. It's not what you said, Anonymous.
Listen,
It's
listen, listen. Y'all might
it's
not be
it's
hating,
it's
but there
a
integration,
are
not
other people who
assimilation,
are
Boost.
for us.
integration,
Because
not assimilation. I like that.
we're integrating like with other minorities, we integrated into society. We didn't assimilate people into what we believe. We didn't assimilate them into our culture. We integrated and we brought what we knew and what we had respectfully for people to respect our culture. And they looked at us and was like, okay, we respect that. We'll listen to this type of music. We'll do this type of thing. We didn't come in and say, listen, if you don't do this, you're this. If you don't see this like this, you're this. That's supremacy. That's
But they're not
supremacy.
all like that.
Okay,
Exactly.
well,
Exactly.
I'm just speaking about assimilation and integration, ma'am.
If
And
we don't
assimilation,
if we don't
This
assimilate,
is
then
true.
we're transphobic or we're
Right.
hateful.
Right.
And
Let me get She Speaks
that's the
in.
issue.
Right. Let me get She Speaks in. She Speaks joining us from DC over at Capitol Hill today. What's going on?
Oh, Lord Jesus, a lot going on over here. But we go to Capitol Hill actually on Wednesday morning.
Okay.
Wow. Oh, Lord, where do I start? I want, first of all, to talk to Dee, because she's a mom and I'm a mom. And I believe that I'm not an expert, but I can hit various points really quick. And if she wants to follow up offline, we can. I am a mother of a daughter who identifies as a lesbian. She does not want to be a male. She identifies as a female. And I believe when this surfaced for me, there is something that comes to mind in scripture. Paul said that the thing that I feared the most is what came up on me. A bona fide Holy Ghost filled, fire baptized lead intercessor over mega ministry, praying the prayer of deliverance of illness and sickness, as well as those who were inbound by impossession, demonic spirits, to now have to face a 14-year-old who is now saying she's gay. And so, in a Christian household, the things that I saw drove children away. Yes, I did address the elephant in the room and declare that in my house, this was how we were going to live. But as that child grew and she began to experience life, I identified that the greatest role that I could be is to be her mother continuously and unconditionally. That in that, for me, I did not have to love a gay child. I only had to love the child that I gave birth to. Society came with all of these different subgroups and sub norms that takes us away from the focus of humanity. But I want mom to understand is that your hurt is what's driving a lot of your fear. It
Mm-hmm.
was hurtful for me to distinguish that this was what my daughter was going through. But when I tell you she is 28 years old today, and that girl loves on me and I love on her like never before. But there is a respect there. And she had to come to terms with who she was and what it is that she was going to decide to do. And she respected the fact that my mother believes in the nuclear family and that she does not believe in this lifestyle that I chose. As a social worker and a therapist, I deal with homelessness, especially with youth. The LBGTQTIA plus community is a part of my work. I don't have to work with them from their framework because homelessness, all of these things that create an emotion. So I want to really encourage and not judge, but there is a judgment that we take as a mom, and I heard it from her. And so I want to validate that as being real. And she have to stand on that. But there's another level to this. You know, prayer is the key, and faith unlocks the door. There is an element of mental anguish that needs to be explored. Our children don't tell us everything. It wasn't until my daughter was 21 years old that she lashed out at me and said that she was just like me, replaying and referencing the hurt that she heard me talk about growing up as a child by being a survivor now of rape, molestation, and incest, that had actually happened to her by a relative. And I thought I did everything I could to save my children from that. And so this is not over, mom. Okay? This is not over. All right? And so I just want to encourage you and empower you to continue to stand and be steadfast with her and speak life into your daughter. That
Thank
will
you.
always be your daughter. I'll land there. I came up for something else, but I'll go. I'll go later. So anybody on this platform that's LBGTQTIA plus that identify with that, I'm auntie. And I love everybody. I don't have to agree with your lifestyle, but y'all know who I am. I'm that one that you came to in the neighborhood when mama wasn't home and you was feeling some type of way and did not have nobody to talk to. I was in the classroom with your children, letting them know that they can be all that they can be despite what the world tells them. But you're not finna be switching and twitching up in here because I know what's going to happen with these children who are immature. They're going to turn up on you and target you for bullying. So we had a standard when you came in our classroom, but it was not a mandate for me to unlove a child just because they seemingly show some characteristics, because I understand child development, human behavior in a social environment. Now I'm done.
And JB, as much as you want attention, we're not even gonna acknowledge your ignorance because yes, we all are trying to protect kids. Kids grow up to be grown-ups. And I
got a question for Miss West. Your offense, I'm sorry to bother, but I want to before Miss what's your name? Oh, before she speaks, leave. I got a question for her. But yeah,
Yes,
go ahead and finish. I'm sorry. No, someone else is speaking. I cut him off. I apologize. I just want to before you left.
Go
I wanted
ahead.
to ask
Go
you.
ahead, Charlie.
Okay, I just think, the way you just said that, it was definitely, appreciative and how you handle it. Like I said, I'm not, you doing your thing. But with the laws, like some people agree on some things, some people disagree on things, like with Title IX and things. So the way you put it perfectly. But how do you feel about them, with the Title IX when they was pushing it before and stuff like that? How did you feel that transition?
Oh, I didn't like it at all. See, I taught 5 years in Atlanta public schools, and DEI initiatives that they were rolling out, we really wasn't understanding what it was, but it came out to be more about pushing the transgender narrative from the Barack Obama administration. So a lot of professional development was about inclusion. It was not about diversity. It was more about inclusion. And so based off of that inclusion, so-called bullcrap, 2 of my 7th grade students became pregnant in the bathrooms. Had a boy that said he was trans.
Yep.
Yeah, well, come on.
That's
it's good hearing for people.
Some
It's good to hear
boys
that.
and
Let's
some
get
men
James.
will take advantage.
Right.
They will take advantage.
Right.
Yeah,
Let's
it's good
get
to hear from
James
people on the
in.
ground about it, firsthand. Like when sometimes I ask questions like that with somebody that don't see it for themselves, people just take their own assumptions like, oh, why would you even ask that? What's that mean? That's not true. But to hear from somebody who's seen it, that's what I like to learn from.
Well, that daughter today, even though this is what she's still dealing with, this daughter declared that I will be a mother the right way. This daughter declared that I'm not marrying another woman. So I understand, and I've watched her transitioning to a different space. It's all in timing. It's all in time. It really is.
Right, y'all both gonna be grandmamas, and this too shall pass. Some of this stuff, I'm not the auntie, okay? I'm the one. You being auntie is different for me. I am the one that I have a very beautiful, gorgeous little niece. I believe Leah is 10 years old, and her not her godmom, but my older cousin, the one I was telling y'all, I don't know what she is. She says she wants to do the gender surgery stuff. She loves on her and loves on all the kids, but I didn't like for my children to be around her because although it is a physical thing, I also look at things spiritually, and I knew that the children would feel influenced by her lifestyle, the people she have around. A lot of LGBTQ people running the same circles, they're friends, they're always around each other, stuff like that. I have 2 boys. Nevertheless, I had to tell my children some things, but my niece was so in love with her. And now my little pretty niece, her mom has to tell her all the time, nope, you can't wear gym clothes, you can't do this, you have to wear a dress. But when auntie comes around me, they play in makeup with me. But the thing is, I say all that to say, you have to be careful with our children, and you have to ask questions. My little 6-year-old now, again, when he started asking me last year, was it okay for a boy to like a boy? Was it okay for a boy to kiss a boy? He started asking these damn questions that I know he ain't around nobody in my household that speaks this way. As soon as you get an inkling that these people may be around them, that's when you have to that's when I did 2 things as a parent. Number 1, I've always asked my child from the time he can talk, has anyone touched your bum bum, your boo boo, your pee pee? What? Even around his brother, his dad, I don't trust nobody around my kids. And not saying that these people show inclinations that they will like that. I just ask my child. I don't care who he's around. If I'm gone, when I get back, you better know the 3 questions I'm gonna ask my baby. So I asked them these questions, but I also then at the same time educate them when they start asking me. Then it's education time. So my son right now knows, and we are in Metro Atlanta, and we see it all the time. Little boys, I'm talking about boys, children, their parents dress them like little girls. Baby, that's not right. You are a boy. This is what we do. His father reinforces things. So I think that when we sometimes miss those opportunities to correct our children's behavior or curiosity and give them the truth, that's when they either explore the truth for themselves or someone is teaching them these things, or inviting them to in these safe space, quote unquote, where they can explore themselves. So hopefully that makes sense. But I do want to get James in. James, what say you? You're hearing what we're talking about.
Oh man, it's a lot of that stuff. I don't have much experience with. I have an 18-year-old daughter. Due to
Du Bois.
addiction in the past, I mean, amen to the fact that I've been clean for 10 years. I've been sober for 10 years. I did a lot of damage in the first 8 years that have caused our bond not to be so well. I mean, we still keep in touch. We text. We'll FaceTime. I'll go to her basketball games, but we don't have a very close relationship as far as those type of conversations. Hopefully someday we can build back to that, special bond. Really informative though, listening to the people sharing before me. To be honest with you, it's been pretty powerful.
Right.
I just hope that one day I can get close enough to my daughter to have them kind of conversations.
Tell them what you think about this.
So the candidate, I gotta jump down to go to this evening session. I want you, because I couldn't send it to you, but there's a video you guys posted on my page, a message from JD Vance today to the National League of Cities. Maybe someone from your city attended the conference today. Seek them out and see, talking about the impact of housing and the impact of immigration on America's housing and the administration's plan moving forward. I want to look to see if there's some other information, because there was another panel that discussed the implementation of the executive orders, what to look for in local cities, and how you can communicate and work with those local officials to understand how funding will impact your city. So I'll call you tonight, the candidate, if I can, before your show.
Absolutely. You have a good one. Take care and keep killing it up there in DC. Okay.
I will. Thank you.
All right, you all. So at this time, I'm going to go ahead and get off the live as well. My kids are here. I got to go cook dinner and prepare for tonight's show. So I'm going to give each one of us 2 minutes to go ahead and close it out with our final statement and thought. I'm going to start with Miss Mocha, honey. You still here with us? Miss Mocha is still here.
I'm still here.
I love it. Miss Mocha, what, let me see. I'll give us 3 minutes each. Even though I know some of us may not take the full 3 minutes, I'll give you 3 minutes to give us your closing statement or final thought regarding this live today.
Something that was said earlier by, I can't remember, the guy with a long name, about how he views governance actually really stuck with me, because it really does resonate in that the way that we should make our laws is to make sure that even the least of us is taken care of. There's a Bible verse out there somewhere that you'll find that does talk about how you treated the least of these, my brothers, I think it is how you treated me. And even though that
was Jesus
exactly
saying the greatest amongst you are the servants. Let's see. I'm gonna look it up while you're talking.
All right. So the general takeaway from me on that is a perspective on how we should look at how we treat each other in society. The person who does have conversations around governance on a very regular basis with regular folk is that we keep on getting pulled back into a conversation about the least of these, my brothers, when that is not the point of where we're trying to go. We are trying to talk about all of us and how we can move forward together. The idea that a rising tide lifts all boats, right? We get pulled into these conversations, and I can't not defend my LGBTQ brothers when we're verbally attacking them. But that's not my point of everything.
Stop.
Me?
I'm
Okay,
sorry,
stop.
my son. I'm so sorry.
okay,
My son
sorry.
listens to this live, and I'm talking to him.
Got it. Sorry. So the point I'm making is that we very often get into a position of feeling the need to defend, because the same way that we're defending them, if you were talking about an immigrant, if you're talking about a Black American, if you're talking about any one of these people, I would feel the need to defend each and every one of them, their humanity, their rights, the value in allowing them to integrate, to be who they are without having to hide that or be attacked for it. So it's ultimately it's a distraction from us actually getting to the point of making sure that we're all safe, we're all prosperous, we're all equally able to access the idea of this American dream.
All right. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. That it didn't resonate with me, but it sure did stand out, because he said that good laws should protect the minorities from the majority or something like that. So I wouldn't say it resonated in a good way or a bad way with me. It definitely stood out to me. And I wanted clarity on that to understand. But yeah, so we definitely had the same type of response to it. So thank you, Mocha Honey. And again, thank you for your service and what you do. Thank you for your value add today, and you are welcome back anytime. Okay.
All right. And just to Emmeline, I'm not in the military anymore. I've gotten out.
Well, still, thank you for your service.
Okay. You're welcome.
All right. Take care. All right, Miss Nick Leon, you have 3 minutes. Your final statement and closing thought today.
Yes. So I do agree that good laws should protect the weak. Okay, it should protect the weak, and that's why I appreciate Trump implementing, these standards when it comes down to women's sports, girls' sports, women's spaces. It's for our protection. And when you have women literally saying no, okay, no, we don't want for our spaces to be invaded. No, we don't want for our girls to have to compete against men. I think that should be honored. I feel that you have some people who are misogynistic and who hate women. They don't care about women. They don't care about women's safety. They don't care about girls' safety. So that's where, we have an issue. So I'm glad that we're going back to common sense, okay, and not delusion, and not playing into people's mental illness. I'm glad that we're going back to that standard. As far as the prompt today, like I mentioned before, what the Democrats are doing and what they displayed in that address was very telling. It has nothing to do with racial inequalities. It has everything to do with PDS and their hate for the American people. We voted for Trump to be in office to do exactly what he's doing now, and they hate us for it. That's why they didn't stand. That's why they didn't clap. And they only clapped and stood for Ukraine. That tells you a lot. I think they used a lot of theatrics. I found it funny that the one Black man that did stand up on their side stood up alone. They did not have his back in that moment because they didn't want to go down and get kicked out along with him. So again, another Black face being used and abused by their side. I think it's all theatrics. They have no power. They're mad because they're being exposed, and I'm just excited and happy to see what's going to happen moving forward. But yeah, it's all theatrics and hate for the American people and for Trump. So that's all. I'll land my.
That was awesome.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, darling. Always appreciate you, Neek, and you know you are welcome back any and every time you see us up. Okay.
Thank you.
Take care, darling. All right, Mr. Charlie Adams. What say you? Your closing
Yeah, I was
statement.
okay, I'm gonna just keep it. It's like this. I mean, for me, being a father,
Hey, Ratchet.
married,
Thank you.
I got my opinions and feelings, and I don't think I should be judged or pointed out as being homophobic or anti-LGBT. I'm all about live and let live. I just don't want to be, being pushed on the kids. And I don't want. It's one-sided, so I'm not gonna say just transgender in sports. I don't want no trans women in female sports, college, through pros, through wherever, because it's not affecting the other direction. And just because we have our opinions, and it's a great discussion to have because it's the only way we're going to learn. I do learn things in these discussions, and I want to continue learning. And then even though it don't affect my life directly, like with family or workplace, I need to know about it just in case it is it does come into my life. And not just that, people gotta understand, like a lot of people judge if we have this discussion that we're anti or we're sports, trans men, have at it because I already know how that's gonna work out. So let's just make it happen. Good luck to everybody. I appreciate you, Candy, and I appreciate everybody for listening and conversating, and appreciate everybody in the comments. And I'll leave it there.
All right, thank you, Mr. Charlie. And Miss Savannah, I'm not sure if you're still here. She sent me a Cash App. Thank you so much. I'm sorry I didn't see it earlier. But thank you, Miss Savannah, for your support and the love that you've shown. Rad J, thank you. Thank you for everyone for helping me meet my live goals today. I really appreciate it. And Charlie, I appreciate what you just said. I think that hold on, because it's they're probably gonna help us meet it. Thank you. Thank you, James. I appreciate that, love. Thank you.
You're
But
welcome.
something that you just said was really profound, and I think it's important. Me as a woman, and just as an American, but as a woman, I like to see men protect us and
Yes.
also people, regardless of the color of men, regardless of my color. And what you said, if you're around me, you're protected because I'm a
Yes.
protector. I like to see that. So when
Yep.
I don't see men, I don't care if they're, I may not expect everyone to hold my door, even though I do. And I like that. I do expect protection. I do expect if there's a threat around us, I do expect the men to protect us. Again, I don't care what color you are. I expect that from men.
how can you judge me? And listen, we judge because we're human. That's how we navigate through life, through judgment. But once again, there's respect. And if you have mutual respect, a human being respect for human beings, you respect a person as a human being. And with that, I
realm and not think about really what consequences were coming from. Do you know that they just cut $500 billion for my education system? And you're okay with that? You're okay with that? That means 100 million from each state. There's nothing you can tell me that can justify these actions. Trump speaking Russia propaganda? Hey, we're past the propaganda. Trump doing everything he can to silence Zelensky and to make him feel like he needs to fight for us to defend him. When we have an agreement that's been in state since 84, 34, that agreement should always stand. We shouldn't have to fight to make Zelensky and us one. That's agreement that's always been. Zelensky's country always had the third most populated nuclear weapons in the world. They made an agreement to give those up if the United States fought for them in any time of need. That's called the peace treaty agreement they had. Do you know the president that you voted for said, I'm going to go against that and I'm going to let them relinquish themselves to go to hell and to get killed. There's nothing you could tell me about transgenders and their rights and what you don't want your kids to see that we could have resolved on another occasion, post-election, that would tell me that that's the reason why you voted for this now. We have a president that just put so much money in cryptocurrency to gain money back, not anything to help us. It was so corrupt. It was the most corrupted thing and the only president did ever in history. You cannot convince me. I don't care what you wear, what you look like, how much makeup you wear, what you try to spew. I'm right. You're wrong. We are two people standing on two different sides of the fence. I would never be like you in life because I know the Lord. And I know the Lord says, don't judge my people. I'm the only one that can do that. Don't you judge my people, not once. And for two, don't hurt my people. Don't put no harm or foul to my people. And if you agree to that, then that is you. Baby, we not the same. I'm just telling you. I love the Lord. And I know who I am, baby. I'm not you. And I would never, ever, to the people in the audience, be jealous of her. Ever. You know why? Hold on. Let me show y'all. I'm going to show y'all why. I'm going to show y'all why. I'm going to show y'all why. This is my house. I have a $250,000 house. Hold on. I got a puppy. 2-car garage. BMW. Never be jealous of no one. God blesses me. Do I need to say more? Never. Don't get it twisted, baby. When somebody get on a panel and talk about somebody, they're not jealous. Never, ever, ever. White furniture. White. Don't get it twisted. No jealousy in my heart. I just speak real. Follow me if you want to. Never get it twisted. I'm living that life. And I'm in school for my master's. So I'm going to tell you how much I'm going to live and prosper off of that. Go ahead.
All right, you good? So I mean, I don't know what you want me to say. Um, Again, I don't compare myself to you. I mean,
Thank you guys. It was just a lot of people in the comments saying I was jealous. I listen, I got one of those home loans that wasn't for I had to put my own money down. Like I didn't have that extra help. Like they have like the nurses association where they give you like a 20%, or I just went straight conventional because everybody told me that I'd be locked into some unlawful loans or interest rate. So I went straight conventional, bought my house. My blinds go up by themselves. Y'all want to see them? Like I went all in my house. My blinds go up. Electric, everything electric. Let me show y'all. I live nice. No jealousy of nobody. You see that? They go up. I got a big backyard, real big. A waterfall in my backyard. You know what I mean? I'm never jealous. Don't ever assume that somebody's jealous of somebody because they speaking against them. Sometimes you gotta know what's really going on in real life. You know what I mean? Like in real life, you gotta know that people out here really living in. We are the middle class. That's out here doing it. That Trump's trying to do away with because we too woke. Somebody said Jasmine taking money from the government while working. What money am I taking? What money am I taking? I work hard. I work hard. I put in 12-hour shifts, and it's not 12 hours. It's usually 14. What money am I taking from the government? I put in them hours to get what I get.
y'all follow Jasmine. Jasmine is trying to build up her followers.
I'm already building it up. I don't need her. She's trying to be funny.
So go ahead and follow Jasmine. Well, you just said follow me if you want to. I'm just saying it's okay. I'm giving you your.
You know what? When you already have such a following towards people, like I'm glad I'm not that person. I'm not closed-minded to think that everybody's jealous of somebody because, I'm so open-minded to think like.
Jasmine, who said you was? Why do you keep bringing up jealousy?
I'm looking at these comments.
Why are you looking at the comments?
Everybody like, oh, she's jealous. She's jealous. What do I have to be jealous of? I don't even know this girl's status. I don't know where she works at, what her degree is, or nothing to be jealous.
Hello.
Yes, how you doing?
Fellow Trump supporter, by the way. I just wanted to address one thing with Jasmine, if that's all right.
It's up to Jasmine.
Okay.
I'm fine.
You mentioned, okay, cool. You mentioned that you're a registered nurse, yeah?
I'm bragging. Hey, Christopher, I'm bragging because God blessed me. God said, don't ever be ashamed of what I blessed you with. Always bragging.
That's fantastic.
So, Harris, what did you want to address with Jasmine?
Okay, yeah. Apparently, in another live, you already said you had a master's, and you said you're writing some papers. You do know what that's called, right? What's that thing that you have to do to get a master's degree? You'd know this if you were getting one.
You said what? I'm sorry. What's the question?
You said,
Hera, what we're not gonna do.
That has nothing to do with the conversation.
That's not what we're gonna do. We're not.
I didn't even hear the question.
It's all right. Don't worry about it. I appreciate you with your question, but that's not what we're gonna do.
God said humble yourself, but God said also don't ever be embarrassed and ashamed of what I gave you. Speak to the people. Please know your word in the Bible.
All right. So Malaysia Eagle One. How y'all doing? What made y'all come up here?
I'm doing all right. How you doing? How's everybody doing this morning?
I'm doing good.
It's fine Saturday. Happy Saturday, everybody.
It is Saturday. I got
Happy Saturday, everybody.
Sleep.
Good.
You know, sleep. It's Saturday, man. We in here.
My son want me to take him to the mall in the morning. I told him it's clean house day. Today is clean, deep clean spring.
Oh, come on, mama. We clean. Okay, I'll take the garbage out when we get home. Matter of fact, I'll take the garbage out right now.
We've been going through this. We've been going through this junky stuff too long. All winter. It's time to.
What did y'all come up here for?
I came up here. I heard y'all talking about
As she
Trump.
gave from you, he could take from you, baby. God bless me. He
It
know what
was-
he's doing with me. We have a conversation.
Jazz,
I'm
don't pay
sorry.
attention to the comments.
People are just tripping
They
right
crazy.
now. Like,
They crazy.
I
know.
never pay attention to the comments. That's
man,
why
crazy.
it's okay.
Yeah.
Gotta give you something and take it back.
Okay, so what, Jasmine?
Hold on 1 second, Candy. I gotta find it. Hold on 1 second. Y'all go. I'll pass up right now.
Brag on it to let others.
What made you come up here?
Jazz was speaking facts, and I think she got a little bit caught up in the comments, so it's like,
Okay,
you just can't pay attention to the comments, Jazz.
Thank you.
About the things that you voted for, like you voted for judgment, so it was more so the things that you could have been protesting out the clinics if you felt that way. So it's like there's more things you could have did. Like you really didn't look at what Donald Trump and his plan is. He just got away the DEI. He got rid of that for the army.
One thing at a time. Let's do one thing at a time. First off,
Okay.
y'all don't tell me what to do, what not to do, who to judge, who not to judge. I made a judgment call when I brought you up to this panel.
You did.
It's simple as that. That's judgment. So therefore, when we see something is right or wrong, as we say, you should be able to discern and give righteous judgment on a situation, whether something is right or wrong, correct?
Right. So the things he's doing now, you think is
When
right?
you went to the poll, you made a judgment call, and you yourself voted for someone because you made the judgment call and said this person was better than the other.
Sometimes it's a conscious and it's a judgment.
So when y'all come up here and tell me I voted for judgment, every last one of us made a damn judgment call.
No, it was a conscious.
No.
Conscious.
Excuse me, because I keep hearing y'all really don't be saying anything. However, I'm always open to hear from people. Maybe somebody can correct me if I'm wrong because I'm open for correction. But when y'all come up here with these little petty ass arguments that I voted because I'm judging people, I don't care. Yeah, I did, and so did y'all. So what?
No, the three things you vote that you said up here. I was on the panel for a minute.
I did.
And the three things you spoke on, like Jazz said, it was judgment. But the things that Kamala was running on was for the people. She want to give everybody rights. This is America. America has been here before me and you. So it's like the things that they stood for in the past is coming back. Back to
So
the
if
website.
they give you the right to kill your mom, would you do it?
You said what?
If they give you the right to kill your mother, would you do it? Or would you start?
I know right from wrong, and
Okay, right. So
I'm pretty sure you do
therefore,
too.
When it comes to abortions, the black community, my children, and
Were you
children,
protesting out in front of the clinic?
But we can't make no judgment call about what people do with their body.
Why do you
Candy.
protest in front of the
one
clinics if
person
you
at a
didn't
time.
accept it?
Number one, this black person don't protest. I say
Right, but
that
you are
to
against
y'all,
it though, right? Wouldn't you
people that
protest for something
I
you're
do not
against?
protest. I profess, I protect, and I am who I am, and I present. I do
So
not
on a local level, are you
However,
voting against it? Are
no,
you?
you
Are
said you was
you?
in bed asleep.
Because if
Go.
you say you're against it so much that you voted for this, I would think you'll be a protester.
I don't care what you think. I just said I
Okay.
don't protest. Next.
The DEI thing on the website that he took down on the Army website, the pictures he took down was a picture of a black soldier, a picture of a black and white soldier, like working on something. And if you consider that as diversity, so what do you want it to look like?
I don't
If
even
he's
know.
basing, if
I
he's
don't-
basing,
I
go
mean,
ahead. I'm sorry.
this is what I'm saying. Like y'all are so like, it's almost what's another word for carnal minded? Y'all look at pictures. I don't even know nothing about no damn pictures. They changed the picture of
Yeah, they
black
took down pictures. Yeah,
So then that means that they are what? Racist, I'm guessing.
against. I mean,
Can
can't see
can I
that?
ask? Can I ask a question?
Wait, no,
Candid?
you can't see that. They didn't
What
take
they
down no
did
pictures
was
of.
they
Wait, Candy, they didn't take down no pictures of no white men though.
they extorted Mexican
Down
Day.
pictures of Biden and Kamala Harris and put up a picture of JD and Vance. I mean,
Who knows how long that's gonna be up there for?
hold on. They took down the white man picture and
He
Kamala
called
Harris
Kamala
picture
DEI
because
hire.
there is a change of administration, and they put up Trump and Vance picture. So is that racist?
They
No,
are
I'm
racist.
talking about the pictures they took down on the Army website.
I'm not
with DEI.
familiar with those
Listen,
pictures.
if you're sitting
So,
here pretending
excuse me,
that
Eagle, I'm speaking to Malaysia.
They said
So
Kamala
if
was
they
a
got
DEI
rid-
hire.
If they got rid of DEI policies, DEI anything associated
They
with
did.
it, if those pictures were associated with DEI,
A picture of a black soldier?
You just said it was DEI pictures, did you not?
A picture of a black soldier, I'm telling you.
I'm not sure what
it's
you mean by
DEIA.
No, it's pictures of a black soldier that was taken down because they don't no longer do the program. So if it's a picture of a black person, I'm kind of confused.
What did the picture say something?
No, they were working together in the picture.
Well, pictures
on
have
something.
meanings, right?
I
You just
asked you,
said pictures
the
have
picture
meaning.
Say something.
What was it supposed to say?
Right. What do
I don't
pictures
know what
say?
picture y'all
The
talking
picture,
about.
what she's saying is that the picture represented the diversity, equity, and inclusion of different
Army.
individuals that were
Right.
in the Army that were black soldiers. They took them down and put up Trump and Pence.
You don't see that,
So
Candid?
army picture
This is
taken
so-
down.
this is
But do you
crazy,
not see
Candid.
that part
Candid,
of it?
Candid, no, Candid.
No.
Like you really,
You don't see that part of it, Candid?
Are you okay?
Let me tell y'all something.
But do
I'm
you
a
see that part of it,
excuse
though,
me, I'm a
Candid?
logical thinker.
I know that.
Telling me
can't be
about
that
it.
logic.
That's why I ask you this.
Candid, do
Y'all
you
are
think it's
telling
okay to
me-
be a logical thinker at this
Y'all
moment in
are
the crisis?
telling me about a picture.
Right. What do
Candid,
pictures
Candid,
represent?
Hold on, y'all. Hold on, you guys. Candid. If we're in a crisis moment, do you think we need logical thinking right now, or do you think we need crisis thinking? Do we need logical thinking in a crisis moment, or do we need logical thinking?
Hold on. I think she's focusing right now, Jasmine.
I hope she's looking it. Can you look at? Are you looking it up? The
I think
pictures that
she's
they took down?
focusing. Let her focus.
I could probably find them and put them up. Hold on.
Yeah, let her focus.
Okay, military to remove Enola Gay photos for violating DEI rules. Let's see what the photo is.
No, let's find out what the violation was. What is the allegations? Let's start with the allegations.
Okay. Eagle One, please don't speak over me. I like to do one thing at a time. Y'all brought up this picture, trying to look at the picture that y'all talking about, trying to see what y'all talking about. Because no, to answer your question, I do not see anything wrong with it. So I want to find something wrong with them taking down this DEI photo that y'all talking about.
I was just asking, what are the accusations?
On it.
What were the violations of the picture?
War heroes and gay playing among images flagged for removal.
Oh, so they were gay.
Where the gay
It
come from?
referenced
Where did that
gay.
word come from?
Yeah, it referenced gay. That's why they took it off.
I mean, listen, let me tell y'all
It's a
something.
judgment call. That was a moral Christian judgment call.
Eagle, why are you speaking over me? What's going on? One person at a time. Number one, excuse me. If you all are talking to me about a photo, can y'all you got Kamala Harris in your background? Show me the photo so I won't have to search for it.
I'm familiar with the tone of what's going on with that.
I don't care about the tone of
what was the violation? I mean, being that we're there now and I don't know and you don't know since we both
so
don't
y'all
know.
about the photo that
What-
y'all want me to take.
No. I'm Candid. I'm answering you.
I'm
You gotta let
pulling
me
it up for
answer
you.
you. Hold on, Malik. Let me answer her first. I don't know as much about what all of this is about, but so being that you and I both don't know and you have it up, you said that there was a violation. So what was the violation? Now I'm interested in the violation now. What was the violation that made this picture make them have to make a moral call to pull it down? Because that was a moral decision, it sounds like to me.
Look here. I'm not interested in the violation. I'm only interested
Okay.
in the
I was
picture.
just curious to know what happened to make the picture
I read
bad
a
is the
caption.
thing.
Excuse me. I read a caption. Had I not read that caption, that would not have been part of your argument.
But
Y'all asked me about- y'all
what was the
asked
violation
me-
though? It's only fair
Army deleting online content related to women and this and that. Maybe this is the one y'all talking about. Because I mean, again, y'all want me to take a position on the picture that.
No, I don't want you to take a position. I want to know what happened.
I don't want to know what happened. Y'all
I want to know what happened.
Well, I mean,
what
if
happened.
we don't know what happened, then we can't have a conversation about
Well,
this
then
stuff,
if y'all
Candid.
don't know what happened, then why would you bring that to me?
Well, it's in front of you. It's right in front of you. The picture and why the picture got taken down. It's right in front of you. You were just looking at it.
I'm trying to find it.
Am I tripping?
Hang on, you guys. This is the reason I got on the platform with
because y'all
Candace.
came up here and y'all said,
Told her
what
she's
about the
spewing bad
picture?
information.
What?
I told them the reason I got on this platform with you tonight is because I'm tired of you spewing.
I'm not interested in all of that. I'm interested in the picture.
No, we're
So
interested.
therefore,
Okay,
if
so
y'all
back to
start
the
this
picture.
Conversation about a picture.
Candy.
I asked y'all what was on the picture. Y'all
Okay.
couldn't tell me. You said a white man and a black man helping each other. Okay. I said, was there any words on the picture? Like what was on the picture?
We're not going to put words on the
Yeah.
picture to tell you that.
So therefore,
They want to
y'all
keep you in your
said-
brain that you're in.
I'm trying to find the pictures, but 1 second.
Therefore, again, y'all brought this to me. I'm asking y'all not telling me about it, so I'm Googling it. I want
I'm
y'all
trying to find the
tell me about
pictures. Hold
these
on.
pictures that y'all now all of a sudden don't know what the hell y'all talking about, but y'all want me to take a position on.
No, I'm trying to find the pictures. I'm trying to find the
when
pictures.
you
1
find the
second.
pictures, let
I
me know.
think it had something to do with the word gay. I think it was. I think I recall seeing something on that now that I think about that. Yeah. It was a couple of
Next,
things
we're not
that
gonna
they
talk about the picture until it's coming up. So next,
Well-
what else now y'all seeing?
well, we have to find the picture first.
I'm
You
not
said one
interested
thing
in
at a
the
time.
pictures.
I mean, Candid, you're making it impossible to do this. You're actually making it impossible
finding
to
the
have
picture.
a dialogue about this conversation here. You really
Okay,
are.
what's the conversation, Eagle?
Well, we're waiting for the picture now. That's what we're
Okay,
waiting
I'm not
for.
waiting for a picture. Malaysia.
Oh my God.
Okay,
Are you serious,
so
bruh?
basically the conversation
Candid,
is
you
a lot of
tripping,
people-
man. You tweaking, bro.
The conversation, Candid, is a lot of people don't like you because you
I'm
spew
happy.
the wrong things. You
I'm
go
happy
against the
they
black
don't like
community.
me. So I'm past that part too.
No. You
So
should not
next.
be because that is the conversation. You're trying to move along things because you're trying to avoid correction.
Okay, all right. So now we're going to stop right here, and I'm going to address the fact that a lot of people on TikTok
Yeah, we know all of that.
TikTok.
We know all of
word.
that. That ain't nothing new.
that
You
a
mean
lot
the
of-
world?
Yeah, that ain't nothing new.
Do you know people share videos from TikTok?
Yeah, that's not new.
Royalty, thank you, beautiful. I appreciate that.
Royalty, no, that's my love. That's my life. That's my love. So I don't care what you're trying to say. Royalty, know where I come from.
This time we're not muting anybody.
Oh, thank you. You know what, America? You know what, you
Because
guys?
my mic keep
Let
getting
me tell
muted for
y'all
some
this,
reason.
though.
Well,
We
that's
cannot
because
beat
I
up on
like it
Candid because Candid is giving us a respectful. I'm gonna give her that. I'm
give
gonna
her that.
give her her flowers, and I'm gonna give her that right now. Because I've never been on her live. I've never been on her platform.
Mayla, you got to cut that off.
I can say, let me say this. Candid, I'm going to say she's a real one. I don't like how she votes, how she picks. I'm going to say she's a real one because she does give you the opportunity to speak how you feel.
No, I think these are the pictures right here,
Get
Candid.
your flowers.
Here's the picture right here. Malia, what happened?
Can you see the photo?
No, your screen got cut back off. Somebody cut it off.
It's not on now.
Yeah, it's on now.
I don't know if I can play the video.
Yeah, I see. What is the caption at the bottom for the reason?
It is what she was saying though. But
So it was okay. So it was a moral call that they decided to take. What it boils down to.
Well, no. It wasn't a moral call. They took that call because
What
they
was the
always
photo?
thought
What was
anything
the
was
photo?
diversity,
What
equity,
happened?
and inclusion, and that's why they took it down.
Right.
Do not diminish
They
that.
guised it under the guise of morals.
Well, that's what they
That's
did.
the cloak. That's the
illegal.
cloak.
They're
That's the
fraud
cloak that they
anyway.
use.
They've been
Yeah.
fraudulent.
It's like baking a hot pocket. You know, around it looks like that, but on the inside, it really isn't that.
Well, we have a corrupt system with
Well, of course.
the government we have now that candidate voted for. She
I mean,
voted
we've
for
been
it.
praying. Listen, we still got to keep praying that the system fixes itself and help us all get in the position that Mrs. Candid is in. So we got to keep praying.
No. She's
No,
not
listen,
in a position.
no, listen,
because she's not
Jasmine.
even thinking correctly.
Jasmine, listen to me. We have to keep praying on our knees and squeezing our dollars, you know, and denying ourselves any kind of privilege and wanting to have anything better and wait till we get to heaven and get it. We gotta wait till we get to heaven to get that part. But we gotta draw in tight. We gotta draw tight. Hold tight. You know, let them call you, you know, let them beat you with that whip. Hold tight. Just hold on to that pole. The harder they hit you, the harder you grab to that pole.
All right, so here's the thing, Ebro.
Grab that pole.
You can either
I
talk
love it.
this to the conversation,
Yeah, that bullshit.
or I can take you out. Because what we're not gonna do is do all that right there, right? I'm trying to have y'all want me to take
My bad, Candace. I didn't mean to come in hot like that. Come on now, Can I look at you? You trying to laugh now. Stop it. You trying to laugh now. You know it's funny. Stop it.
Listen, I find nothing funny about y'all.
There has to be some comedy.
Candy, come on now. I just don't believe that.
You're up here sitting on a high horse.
Candy, I don't believe that.
If you want me to tell you the truth,
Candy, I'll show my face on here. I don't believe that.
Show your face. Show your face.
Candy, you gonna make me show my face on here.
I laugh to
Ooh,
stop from
Candy.
crying when it comes.
Candy, let him show his face.
Candy, now come on now. Listen,
Thank you.
listen here.
Ooh, get serious with him.
Talk to me, darling.
Y'all here to talk to me.
No, you're exactly. Therefore, talk to me. Seriously.
Okay. Go ahead.
So you mean to tell me that it's not funny at all? Is that what you're
I'm not
saying to me?
interested in talking about what's funny.
Candy, look at you. Stop it. I'm gonna cut my camera back off.
I just want to know what's wrong with supporting your community. Like, what has the Black community done to you for you to feel as though the things that Kamala was running on were just so bad? Based off, forget the 3 things that you voted for Trump about. Can you tell me something else that Kamala was saying that was so bad that you didn't want to vote for her?
Kamala Harris.
Outside of transgender, outside of LGBT rights and all of that.
I agree with her on that.
Me too. I agree with it too. I 100% agree with
Kamala
it.
Harris
I don't like that. I said
was
that.
not someone that was for, thank you, Brandon, for the Black community. No matter how many Black people she surrounded herself around and played and pandered to, she was not for the Black community. She was never for the Black community. Rick, y'all look at her and say, because she went to a HBCU, she's for us. Y'all look at her and say, because she cook collard greens or clean collard greens in a tub, she's for us.
Why you gotta bring the collard greens? When the last time you ate some collard greens?
But
When
you're
last
talking
time you
about
had
things that don't
some
matter,
collard greens,
though.
Candy? When last time you had a collard green?
Can I be honest with you guys? Kamala Harris was for the Black community when she said, first of all, I own my house. I am so thankful under a Biden Harris administration that I got my house. I can keep saying that for the rest of my life now, right? So what I'm trying to say is that lady was for the Black community because I can go to all my friends and be like, you don't have a house. You know why? Because the majority of the Black community does not own a house. She was trying to give them a down payment assistance program that can help them. Let me tell you about one before she even came along. It was one through Chase Bank, $20,000 down payment assistance, right? But you had to buy that property in that community, right? They had so many stipulations. I didn't even take that. I put my own money down. I didn't go through no assistance, right? Because I wanted that, don't get me wrong. But after I did my education, I was like, I don't want no assistance program because it's extra on a loan.
Right.
Long story
So,
short,
nevertheless,
long story short, the
Here's
down
the thing,
payment
I get
assistance
it,
that
I
Kamala
get it.
was giving Black communities, it would have helped them to get in their own house. Where people
so-
couldn't rise rent prices, couldn't put them out the house. People won't have to be on Section 8 for the rest of their life. They can actually start making arrangements to be better instead of being on public assistance to have their own place. So for somebody to say she wasn't for the Black community, it's a fucking lie.
All right, you
What
done?
is this Well, I think we have some more information here, Candy.
This is
You guys will
Kamala,
please tap this. Guys,
Okay, y'all go
listen, we
ahead.
got
I'll be
112
ready.
people in here.
As long as I want to.
Hold on, we got
This is
112
Kamala- this
people
is-
in here. Let me get this PSN. We got 112 people in here. We're sitting at 7,000. Let's get this thing up to 10K. Make sure that you gift in the host and the panel if you would. And if you would like to recharge your coins, the recharge is active right now. However, I would suggest
Candy,
that
somebody said, how is Trump helping you and your kids? How is Trump helping you and your kids?
I would suggest that you go to tiktok.com/coins to receive a better purchase or bang for your buck for your coins.
Thank you. I want to go back to what you were just saying. Number one, down payment assistance programs, DPA is what we call it.
No, we're going to talk about the only ones Camilla was offering, not the ones that you see now.
We can talk about the one that Camilla was offering, but that was the one for first generation Americans.
Yeah.
So each and every one of those damn
First-time homebuyers.
immigrants that came across that border qualified for that program.
Yeah, because civil rights have been co-opted by everybody else.
Let her talk.
Why are y'all keep doing that? I keep letting y'all speak. I'm listening to y'all. Now, again, that program, although you may thought it was for you and us as Black people, was
What
not
program
geared
are you
towards
talking about
that.
first before you try to do that? We're talking about Camilla's. What are you talking about now?
I'm talking about the same down payment assistance.
It's not the same
that
because she
you're
had her
talking
own difference. You can't compare that. You can't play that shit.
Candy, you're gonna have to let the mods
Literally
mute them because they're not gonna let you talk.
No, you got to just stay out of this. We fine.
Right.
We getting actual conversation. We're getting to real roots and debunking stuff.
Denali is in on this conversation just like any and everybody else. Denali, while you're on the panel, I do ask that you don't use your mob powers. I want to keep it. I want to keep it balanced. So, if
Yeah,
I
but
have
at the same time, they
They're
have
not.
to.
You're right, Denali. You're right, Denali. So here's the thing, though. I got time today. So nevertheless,
Yeah, we got
that
Candy,
is
man.
when I'm gonna go back to
look,
this
be
down
quiet,
payment
people.
assistance
Quiet.
program that you were talking about.
You should go to sleep.
that Kamala Harris was offering. Was that not a first generation homebuyers program, Jasmine?
You can't speak for what she did if she didn't get to implement it. She didn't
Okay,
get to implement it,
so why
tweak it,
did
and
you
put it
bring it up?
how she want.
So why did you bring it up?
You
What
can't
are you
assume.
doing
You
here?
can't assume. That was what she was offering.
I'm not assuming. I'm a realtor here.
Okay, so what are you assuming?
I'm not assuming shit. I'm
So
telling
what are
you.
you
what I know.
stating? What are you
It was
asking?
it was a first time home buyers.
It was for
program.
the first time. It was 25,000 tax credit for first time home buyers. Yes.
However,
Okay, so
However-
therefore,
Wait, let her finish. Let Candy finish her point.
therefore, those programs already exist. You can actually stack DPA. Which
No, they didn't. They did not.
Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
You can't tell me what I have been doing for the past 6 years.
So what was Camilla's policy? If you want to repeat that, what was her policy?
You have to hear what I'm saying, Jasmine.
No, I want you to repeat her policy because that's what you're arguing.
See, it's just not gonna work because they can't be quiet.
Why don't you shut the fuck up?
Why don't you make me, Jasmine?
Wait, let Candy finish her. Let Candy finish her
How
point.
the hell you gonna have go on somebody else's panel?
Yeah, I'm getting my baked beans, man.
Does he go
What I'm
from
doing
I don't
is-
fuck with him no more.
I don't fuck with you either.
Wait, y'all getting beside yourself, Jazz.
You
Just
act like
listen.
you act like that same.
Oh my
stuff.
God.
Candid, listen,
I never asked you to fuck with me.
Candid, listen, we're not gonna get nowhere with this.
Be quiet.
We're not gonna, man. I got Candy. Candy, listen, we're not
don't
gonna get
have
nowhere with
shit,
this, bro.
Eagle.
I'm serious,
All
Candy.
right, so
The conversation stopped.
Everybody mute up. So I'm gonna Kamala Harris. Let me go ahead and go down here where it says I said loans for Black men. Where is it? Forgivable. Where's that? Harris votes forgivable 20K loan. Where's his housing loan? Housing. 'Cause I don't wanna misspeak.
It was 25,000 tax credit for first time home buyers.
But what is the
All
issue?
right, so here, Norda Real Estate
I think
Investment.
the issue is Candace said that
Hold
the
on,
illegal immigrants
hold
was
on.
going to benefit from it.
I think that was the assumption.
She didn't say that.
She did
No,
say
okay,
that.
I
so
think it was the assumption that Candace said.
$25,000. Excuse me, y'all. Look, here's the thing. I can speak for myself. All right. I'm being very patient with y'all, but my patience is running very thin. I pulled this up so I won't have to misspeak. Kamala Harris plans to give first-time home buyers $25,000. Excuse me. $25,000 assistance. Harris proposed to provide up to $25,000 in down payment support for first-time home buyers who consistently paid their rent on time for at least 2 years. Did y'all hear that one? That's one of them. Also, it was initially the first generation home buyers. So are we still talking about the same one?
Yeah, we still
That's the
talking about the same
2021 one.
I think that I thought that was the greatest thing she could have ever
Yeah, we're
gave.
talking about that.
That's not what she did. That's the 2021 one. The one she was going to offer, it was an initiative to target individuals and families who have paid their rent on time for the last 2 years and are looking to purchase a
That's
home.
what you just said.
Yeah, that was the implementation.
No, the
to it.
one, the down payment. Hold on. Let me clarify. The down payment toward Equity Act, introduced in 2021 and reintroduced in 2023, was a proposed act to provide $25,000 in cash grants to eligible first-time home buyers. To qualify, applicants must meet certain income limits and be first-generation home buyers. So this is the
So
one.
that was blanket. That was blanket across lines, right?
What's the difference between first generation and first time?
Nothing.
There is a
So
difference.
meaning their parents, legal guardians, spouse, and domestic partner have not owned a home in the last 3 years.
Exactly.
Right. It's the two different
Okay, what's the difference between, what's a first time home buyer?
First time home buyer is the first time you buying a house.
Wait, what's your
No.
problem? What's your problem
No.
with it?
So the thing
First
is
time
this.
home buyer is
The
that
thing
you haven't
this,
bought a
y'all.
house within the last, I think it's 3 or 7 years. That qualifies you as a first time home buyer.
That's so here's the thing. This is why I try to stay out of these conversations, because from you all who would be the consumer getting a loan, you all don't understand it the way we understand it as individuals that help you assume the loan but also get you the house.
That's what you're supposed to be educating your people about. Is that stuff right there,
Yeah, 'cause
Candace?
where do you
So we
come
can be
from?
up on
So
game. So we can thrive. We have you talking about thriving.
Excuse me.
Teach us how to thrive with that wisdom you got, Candace.
I'm telling you, Candace, it's not going to work. Let me mute that.
Hey, won't you just get your ass off the panel?
Why don't you make me, Jasmine?
You can at this point, Denali, because I don't want to keep getting talked over. You don't know what I do in my real life, right? These are things that I do in my real life. I teach in free of charge, by the way. I help people free of charge, by the way. I do everything I do is from a place of charity, not a place of marketing, trying to get money for it all the time.
Well,
When it
you're
gets
supposed to be having a conversation with me about business then.
Excuse me. So when it comes to this loan, as Miss B pointed out, you can be a first-time home buyer at least 2, sometimes 3 times within 10 years. 3 to 7 years, you have to have that first-time home buyer loan. I thought it was 5. And after 5 years, you can then reapply and be a first-time home buyer again. Do y'all understand? You can be a first-time home buyer.
But what we're saying is, why are you finding a problem with what Camilla has?
Right. What's your problem
That's
with
what
that?
we don't understand. We don't have to get into all the details of how you're a first-time home buyer.
I think it's best that you do understand that. So let me ask you this: all the people that's coming across the border, what are they? What if they were in the market to buy a home? What would they be considered?
They don't deserve a home?
I'm asking y'all, what would they be considered?
But you
American citizen.
Right, but do you feel like they don't deserve a home though?
So that was your problem with the plan, that
illegal immigrants was gonna get
immigrants
houses?
would be eligible for.
They pay taxes.
Y'all obviously not hearing what I'm saying. So whether it's first time generation or first time homeowners, if these people in the
Generation.
market, who do you think this stuff was being geared towards?
Black people.
Black people.
First generation, right?
Yeah, black people.
So here's the thing. Over in California, during the same time, they were pushing for illegal immigrants to get mortgages for homes.
That's not that. What?
That's not all that true.
That makes no sense.
But it's not all that true.
Listen, I'm not interested in what you all think is all
If
that.
they're illegal,
No, it's not what I think. It's what I understand about it as well.
Wait 1 second. Let me just say this to you all, so you all can understand who y'all fucking with. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm not only a realtor, but I sit on state and local committees.
Yeah.
Lobbying, I actually lobby. I'm a part of RPAC for private property rights. Any and everything real estate, that's me. That's what I do. Sign NDAs, can't even tell y'all shit. So I'm not telling y'all nothing that I think. I'm telling you what I know.
Well, you should have known about Camilla's plan.
I'm not telling y'all anything as a talking point. I'm telling y'all something that is true, and I'm making my point. So
And I'm hurt, man. You hurt me tonight, Candy.
When she presented this to y'all in front of y'all face like it was for y'all, it was never for y'all. Y'all were going to get the short end of the stick like DEI and affirmative action. It was another one of those things. So when y'all come to me as a black person acting as if I'm just totally against this black woman, you need to understand what I know and how I view the situation and how I believe it's not in the best interest of black people. If it was, why the hell would I have a problem with that?
So
Let me ask you why. I'm gonna tell you what you have a
Now, hold
problem
on.
with
If
that.
it was, what make y'all think, y'all black ass on my panel think I will have a problem with anything that's good for black people?
A couple minutes ago, you said that we shouldn't.
First of all, you're
overcome.
Again, what makes y'all think if something is good for black people, I would be against it?
Because you're
Candy, can I-
judging.
hold on,
Judging
Jasmine.
the whole
Jasmine, can I say
situation. No,
something
because
to her?
Denali keeps muting me. And I'm about sick and tired of his ugly ass. I should have blocked him on other panels. But first of all, I feel like
fuck with his
you're
goof ass
judging.
no more.
He's goofy, bruh. And
Hold on, we're not
never
finna
got
do
on
the
his
person.
panel.
We're not finna do the personal attacks. He's not personally attacking you all. I'm not going to allow it.
Yeah, but he
I'm
let
not doing
he
it.
allowed me to be personally attacked on his panel.
We are speaking to what the conversation is, not who's muting y'all. Here's my mod over here, so y'all need to be.
No, Jasmine was answering her question.
So
Hold
Yeah,
on,
I'm
Candy.
fine. He keep muting me.
Answer
That's
my
what I keep
question.
saying.
He can't answer you. She can't answer you, Candy, because she keep getting muted.
So again, well then you answer. What makes y'all no Malaysia answer because I don't really know you like that, Eagle. But what makes y'all think? Because y'all the one that have all of these judgments y'all placing on me. What makes y'all think if I know something is good for the black community?
Because first of all, you have a concrete judgment. Your concrete judgment is basically, I hate that you say that it's not, but you're against the black community and what is.
You're against the black community because you voted against our rights.
You voted against our rights for one.
What rights?
Not only that, you thought
What
that
rights?
this is the thing, kid. Hold on, Malaysia.
Go ahead.
Hold on, Malaysia. You thought that you could tell us about the housing market, but then you had to look it up because you didn't even know what the housing market was that Kamala was offering us. So how can you really fulfill a real judgment?
That's not the
You didn't know what she was offering us.
I told you.
You didn't know.
what it
You had
was,
to look
but
it up.
Yeah, it's fine. I looked it up, so I said so. I won't.
No. Let me.
So therefore, I know it was a first-time home buyer.
Yeah, we can't do that.
Loan.
Let me